Hey, how are you? I have a question for both of you, sort of under the same umbrella. Steph, we can start with you. February 5th is National Girls and Women's in Sports Day. And as you've seen, women's sports and the popularity and inclusion sort of grow in every sport, if you will. But the WNBA have a big part of that. Talk about the pride that you feel in having a hand in that.
Well, yeah, I think it feels amazing. I've been able to be a part of the league for the last. Can we close this door? Thank you. For the last almost 11 years, and I've seen it grow and change so much. And just seeing the last couple years how much more excitement there is around the league and just around women's sports in general. It's been an honor to be a part of the WNBA, and I feel like we've been very much trailblazers in terms of setting things the way they should be and setting trends and everything for people to watch women's sports. So yeah, it's obviously an honor. I'm excited to see where women's sports go in the future.
Thanks. And Andrew, for you, just in your history with basketball and then now being a part of this sort of historic league and season, what you've learned from the energies and the vibes that come from 36 of the best women basketball players in the world.
Biggest thing I've learned is this probably should have happened, a long time ago. So it's pretty amazing that, these athletes have the opportunity to train and stay in the States now. But, I've been in the W for 6 years now, so I've been fortunate enough to be around, so many great women, so many great athletes throughout my time in the W.
Great, thank you.
Hey, Nikias.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well, first and foremost. I had a spacing question for you, Coach. It's felt like just watching Unrivaled that when you have a two-player action happening on whichever side, on that opposite side, that third player is spaced on the wing more so than the corner. Is that something that you've noticed or something that you've instilled for your own team? And if so, what goes into that thinking?
It's something that I planned, but I guess haven't really talked about with the players much. But a lot of it's so different from 5-on-5, right? If two players are in action and you need help or you need to play with the third, it's just easier if the player is spaced on the wing versus being buried in the corner because there's less space on the floor. The other piece of that too is if we're running a two-player action and that third helps, it's just a more direct pass to the wing versus the corner.
Okay, thank you.
Borough Sports.
My question's for Coach Wade. I wanted to know what was the biggest culture shift that you've implemented since taking over this team?
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like the players have formed a lot of the culture themselves. I mean, just with who they are as people. And I guess I met them halfway. We're a pretty low maintenance and self-sufficient group, myself and my staff included, which makes it pretty easy. If there's one thing maybe, and we haven't talked about it a ton, but like we have this thing on the board called the perspective count, and it helps me. Basically, it's the amount of days left until the Unrivaled Championship. And I think it's a reminder to just be present every single day and not get too ahead of ourselves.
Thank Coach.
Noah.
Stephanie, question for you just about the atmosphere of playing at Unrivaled. How would you describe what it's just been like in the gym, the fans, the kind of all the hype around it? How would you describe as a player what that's been like?
It's been really fun. I think because it's so intimate, it feels a little bit almost like a show, but like a fun one. Like we get to go out and just compete and enjoy playing basketball. People take it really seriously in terms of being competitive, but not so seriously in terms of like we're just good, putting out a good product for the fans. And the energy in the building kind of creates that, like the fun environment and the way that they're just like you can hear everything the fans are saying and we're kind of talking to the fans who sit behind us and stuff. So it just feels like we're all like in this one little not bubble, but just like a family, you know what I mean? Like when we're all competing. So it's just a really fun and different environment to play basketball in.
Awesome, thanks.
Hey, Raphael, last one.
Hello, Stephanie and Coach. This is Raphael with the 3-point conversion. This is for Stephanie. I apologize if you've been asked this already, but we noticed your the swag you all have. Like you all don't tuck in your jerseys, and wondering what is that? Where does that come from? Like all of you all hadn't done it, so I'm wondering, is it a statement behind that or something?
I mean, I did it because it doesn't, my jersey barely fits me. But I think the girls just prefer it that way. Maybe it's become a statement now because we were asked to tuck it in the last game, and Tip and Mac were like, "No, we're the team that doesn't tuck them in." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what we do."
I had no idea. I noticed it too.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I was about to tuck it in. I was like, "Yeah, of course, whatever you want." But no, but yeah, apparently it's like a thing now, so I prefer it. So I'm happy about it.
Thank you.
There, thank y'all.
It was so